The 7 Portals. The 7 doors once guarded Hexen from outside invasion. Forces that had served the world now bar your way and hide a valuable secret.
Alright, so we got a few new enemies here in the first hub. First of which is the Chaos Serpents. Now, fans of Heretic will recognize these beasts as the one that Desparil, the first Serpent Rider, was riding at the end of the game. However, apparently they seem to run free here on Hexen, which means that they're unrestrained. Now, they can also fire off those fireballs of theirs at about the same rate as a chain gun, which is extremely dangerous for the close-range fighter. Which means we're going to have a hell of a time dealing with these. Next up are the Centaurs. They're basically Ettin with shields. Alright, they're a little faster and a little more direct in their attack pattern, but they fall just about as quick. Not to mention they don't have any ranged attacks, so no biggie. And the next new encounter is the Wendigo, which is an ice Ettin that has a distance attack. Now, while they're weaker than Ettin, like I say, they can attack from a distance, and their attack is quite potent at that. So while there are few of them in this hub, in the whole game for that matter, you're going to want to have to take a little more time with these guys, because they will screw you over rather quickly. And welcome back to the exciting second installment of Let's Play Hexen 64. I am, of course, your host, BMS. And this time we're going to be going through the first hub of the game, the 7 Portals. That, by the way, that's just stuck his big ugly mug through that red circle there was Korax. And as you can tell, he talks like an asshole and asks very stupid questions, like, are you ready to die? Of course not, which is why we're temp saving here. A temp save, by the way, in this game is basically a save state, except that it takes about 5 seconds to actually save anything. Now, I would just use a save state, but it seems to freeze up my emulator, and that's very bad, so we'll work with what I got as I get my head bashed in by the Ettin there. They think they're so fucking clever zigzagging towards me like that, like they're gonna confuse me or something with their incredibly complex pattern. Wow! You know, for having 2 heads, they're not really all that bright. I fucking hate Ettin. Seeing their bloodied corpse lay on the ground does my heart good. Now, I seem to remember that the secret level here, the entrance to it, is right there inside that thing. I'm not sure I'm going to be smart enough to remember how to get in there, though, so don't count on that. God, the fucking Ettin, they never end! Anyway, let's see here. Something I forgot to mention in the last video is that this is supposed to be a blind run. I mean, I played this game about 10 years ago, but you know, it was 10 years ago. I don't really remember a whole lot about it. Now, let's see here. As you can see, the first hub is kind of simple. Layout, 6 doors on the side, and we just got ambushed by 2 Ettin there. Crafty Ettin. Sneaky Ettin. Dead Ettin. And that big door, by the way, is the way to the exit. Now, there should be something here to open... Oh, there we go. Don't I feel like an idiot? Staring me right in the face. There we go. There's the open door, and... Okay, yeah, you don't want to get close to those guys, the Chaos Serpents. They're quite deadly at close range. Come to think of it, they're quite deadly at long range, too, because they can spit that shit at you. So, that's where the fighter comes in handy, though. His fletchets right there that I've got selected. For the fighter, they act as grenades that you can toss at your enemy like that, and as long as you don't, you know, miss like I did there, they're pretty effective. Now, something that you will notice in this game is that a lot of the items have different effects for each character, like the fletchets there. Damn it, Ettin, leave me alone. I got bigger fish to fry like that serpent. When is he gonna come out here? Come on. Oh, shit! Right in the face, man! Okay, let's try this one again here. Well, he's dead. What the fuck, man? I'm getting bombed from every angle here. Let's get some space between us and try this again. Now, which way's he coming? No, Ettin, go away. Don't like you, Ettin. Fuck you, Ettin. Now, to deal with the big guy. There he is. Launch 2 nades, and I missed with 1. Better to just launch 1, apparently, because my aim sucks. Take him out here. Piece of cake. Now, like I was saying, certain items have different effects with depending on the character that you use. But really, the fighter gets some of the better combinations with some of the items. Now, the Fletchets, he's probably the second best to the Cleric. The Cleric creates like a poison gas cloud or some shit, and it's insane. Now, blue mana there that we just collected powers our second weapon, which, speaking of which, if memory serves, it was supposed to be on that pillar that came down back there when we pulled the switch, but I guess hard mode switches around some of the items, so that's good. Oh, goody! And as you may have noticed too, another difference between hard mode and the other difficulty settings is that all of the enemies, like the Ettin and the Chaos Serpents, are twice as fast and twice as mean. Yippee, yippee. The Quartz Flask, by the way, restores 25 hit points. So now, the Guardian of Ice.
The Guardian of Ice. In these frozen caverns, relentless ice is the sentinel that will crush any who attempt to slip by and unlock its secrets.
Alright, so the Guardian of Ice here. Looks pretty simple here. Giant dark room. Ettin, they're in there, no worries. Huh, can't get to that yet. Let's come. Oh, shit. Since when did they enter such a narrow entryway? Their intelligence is improving! Very impressive. Those look like doors here, but okay, they're definitely doors, but just need to figure out how to open them. The mystery has been presented. Well, there's our second weapon, the axe, but this looks, you know... a giant open room! I wonder what could happen. Alright, Timon's axe is the fighter's second weapon, and it's also his first mana weapon. Now, as with all other second weapons, it uses blue mana, and at a rather cheap cost, at only 2 pieces of blue mana, whatever the fuck they are, of blue mana per swing. Now, you actually have to connect with an enemy, or else it won't use mana, so that's a nice little extra tidbit to it there. Now, it is a close-range attack, which means that you're kind of limited to having to get up in your enemy's face, but it does have a longer range than, say, the spiked gauntlets. Now, considering that it's a lot faster and a lot stronger than the gauntlets, there's really no reason to revert back to them once you get this weapon, especially considering the abundance of blue mana in the game. Fun fact of the day! Did you know that if you run out of blue mana by some strange twist of fate, you can still use the axe? However, it will only deal less than half of its full power damage. Enemies appear and doors shut, or it could just lower there. I knew something was going to happen, but I'm surprised it didn't lock us in there. Eat Fleshit, Ettin. Fletchit. Excuse me. Fletchit or Fleshit? Either way, I don't care. You get the meaning, and damn it, they can hit me while I'm on the stairs. Fuck. Okay, look down. There we go. Just swinging the axe like an idiot, and... I love how the corpse just bounces down the stairs. That's... oh, that's great. Hell, that makes up for the getting smacked by their club. Hell, that's... well, that's gonna be the highlight of this video. I love that. Very nice. Nice effect there, guys. Nice effect. Way to go. Yeah. He's not worth the swing of the axe. By the way, that's one thing you will notice about the fighter's mana weapons. Namely his axe, and I think his third weapon too, is that if you're... for the axe, unless you actually hit them, it doesn't cost any mana. So that's always nice, so you can just swing it without care at a wall or whatever, and you're not wasting mana, and that's lovely. Now, one of these is a portal, I think, but... no, yeah, probably the one with the arrow pointing towards it. Already back here, huh? I thought that portal took us to the Guardian of Steel or something, but... maybe not. Well, I heard a door... oh, there we go. Yeah, definitely heard a door open. Now, I think it opened both of the doors here, so... smack the Ettin in the face there, and we'll go check. Yes, indeed it did! So let's kill him out here. Now, these should be the portals to the Guardian of Steel, and... well, that's one way to do it. Just teleport right in front of me there. I like it. Bold. He died, but he was bold while he lived. Anyway, the 2 portals lead to the Guardian of Fire and the Guardian of Steel. Now, Yeah, that's definitely the Guardian of Steel. So let's go take a looky in here, if I can get that out. Collect some items first. Yeah, there we go. Now, to the Guardian of Steel.